So, if you guys know me, you know that I typically don't do the salty TTV content. In fact, I don't think I've ever done a salty TTV content video. As far as I'm aware, I have never done one. And there's a reason for that. It's because most of the time, salty TTV videos are just petty drama between two people, and realistically, there's nothing actually wrong going on. It's just two people who are trying to take each other down, and very often this devolves into witch hunts and false accusations, and a lot of times it's taken way too far. The only time I ever remotely accept salty TTV type of content is when not only are the identities hidden, but it's more about the behaviors that are displayed. Now, today is generally a salty TTV video, but I also want to talk about why this kind of reaction happened and how much this community needs to understand how this game works and honestly just stop taking things so personally. So I'm going to show you guys some clips from a game that I played today, which will also be playing in the background while I'm talking to you. But these clips are important for what happened. Gens not count toward the event tome? Why is that a thing, behavior? Hello, easier target. I don't know why the Kate didn't try to like take aggro for you. I'm gonna be real. Whee! Felix, give me my hand. Give me my hand, Felix. 2, 3, 4, 5. Chat, you ever say or do something, then you like think to yourself, man, what is wrong with me? Yeah, me too. Okay. Come here, Felix. I'm gonna tickle your taint. Tickle the taint! I'm not really sure why you didn't just run to the place with the pallet, but okie dokie. Okie dokie, on the talkie! Is that a boon? Get rid of it. Give me back my eye, Felix, or my hand, Felix. Give it to me. Give me my hand. Yankees! So as you can see in these clips, I ended up tunneling a lorry from first to second because when I was coming back around, the Kate ended up going off to the left and getting resources, while the lorry, who was injured, by the way, went out into a complete dead zone while injured. So obviously, of the two, the best option to chase is going to be the injured person in a dead zone, not the healthy person who has plenty of resources at their disposal. This is just how the game is, this is just how you're supposed to play killer, and it is what it is. Later on, a Felix ends up getting tunneled, and I'm just going to be completely honest with you, I have no idea why he got tunneled. I'm probably just ended up locking in on him because he was the best available target at any given time. I can't explain my decision making there, and I'll just be real, that's just how it happens sometimes, especially when you're streaming killer. For me, right? For me personally, when I'm streaming killer, very rarely am I actively paying attention to what I'm actually doing. I typically try to just play the game and then be as entertaining as possible, or sometimes I just space out and just autopilot, and it happens that way. It's nothing personal, and that's the two words I want you to remember throughout this entire thing. The tunneling is nothing personal. Now, next, I'm going to read you the chat messages that this person sent, and then I will show you my live reaction to those chat messages, and then we'll talk about the philosophy of this whole situation. Now, I do want to make this clear that do not even attempt to go try to find out who this person is. By the time you're seeing this video, the VOD that this was taken from will have been deleted. I have actively done everything I can to hide this person's name, and of course I will not be showing any clips from this person's stream. One, because they don't even have past broadcasts turned on, and number two, because I do not want any kind of, like, even the slightest chance that you guys will figure out who this is. And I'm going to tell you right now that if I find out that this video led to the harassment of this person because somehow, some way, one of you little sleuthers found out who they are, you will be permanently banned from my spaces. I don't care how ridiculous this person is. I don't care how much of a fucking weirdo they are. I do not tolerate harassment of any kind of people who, just to be honest, are just weirdos. I do not want this person harassed. Do not try to figure out who this is. And even if you know who this is, shut the fuck up and don't say their name. Okay? Okay. So, after the game was over, they came in and they asked, why tunnel me? Now, just to be clear, this is the Lori who is talking to me right now. I responded to them originally that I didn't. They said you did. They jogged my memory by saying from first to second. And then I explained to them what I explained to you guys, which is that I tunneled them because they were injured and going to a dead zone, and the Kate was healthy and going to resources. So the smarter explanation was to just go straight for them. They said you didn't chase the Kate, you tunneled my duo. Their duo was the Felix. Then they said, all right then, after they got a explanation for the tunnel, which I want to just say from this point upwards, if you read these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages, then you start to understand that this person did not come in to just ask a general question, or they didn't come in out of genuine curiosity, because when they get the explanation, they go, alrighty then, right? Because what they wanted was they wanted to shame me for tunneling. They wanted to shame me for the way I played the video game. So I end up asking them in the live reaction, I'm like, why are you in here crying about tunneling? Like, what is the purpose, right? What does this serve? What is the point of this? Because at the end of the day, you're only going to get, like, what, 2 reactions, basically. You're either going to get the person getting really fucking defensive and getting mad because you as a streamer came into another streamer's chat to interrupt and attempt to shame them for simply playing the video game. Or you're going to get somebody like me who's going to make fun of you for being a salty dickhead. Right? Those are your only 2 avenues, and you're just going to end up upsetting yourself with the situation. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. As you're going to see in a little bit, I did make fun of this person incessantly because fuck you. It's just, you came to my chat. You come to my chat. You try to shame me for the way I play the video game. I'm going to make you feel like the jackass that you are. So then they go on to go, one of those streamers. Which is odd because you're the one that's acting like an asshole. I want you guys to remember, I didn't go to this person's stream. I didn't bully them. I didn't go poke fun of them. I didn't do any of that. I literally just played the game, typed GG's in the end chat, and I was literally ready to move on. Like, I had honestly forgotten about the whole game until they showed up in my chat. Because once that end screen's up there, I don't care anymore. It's not my business what's going on in your stream. I don't give a shit. It's whatever. So then they say I literally asked a question. Now, this is the point where I want to just point all of this out. They didn't just literally ask a question. Yes, technically they literally asked a question, but it is the attitude with which they presented, right? They came to my stream while I'm live to interrupt it, basically, to try to shame me for the way I played a video game, right? They didn't come in and was like, what's your favorite color, right? It is the actions that led to this message that's the problem. And I just want to make this entirely clear. If I'd have been sent a clip of this person and they were like being like, fuck this tunneling piece of shit, fuckhead, I wouldn't have cared. I would not have cared, because when you're in the middle of a game, emotions get high, frustration takes over. Sometimes you start slinging insults, right? As long as you're not slinging slurs and advocating harassment and everything, which they do later on in this, by the way. I just want to make that clear. They do advocate for people to come harass me later on in this chat log. You can probably see it because I just have the full picture up right now, but we'll get to that in a moment. They go, did I call you names or whine? While they didn't call me names, as far as I know, because again, I didn't see what they said during the game, they did whine. It is whining. Whether or not you want to admit it, it is whining to take time out of your stream. That's another thing, right? I assume that they were live during this. You took time out of your stream to come to my stream to be like, why you told me? Come on now. That is whining, 110%. Then they said, do you hear yourself? And then I asked them if they hear themselves. They said, I didn't complain, I asked a question. It is literally complaining. Why else would you ask that question? Why else would you ask that question? Why else would you go, oh my God, why would you tunnel me? If it's not to complain that you got tunneled. Then they said, thanks for mocking me. You're welcome. Then they said, what a nice streamer, which is hilarious because I've never claimed to be a nice streamer. That's a title that other people put on me. I have always admitted that I am a jackass because I tend to return the energy that people give to me. I am not nice. I am not nice. I've never been nice. I could probably be described as kind because I do care about other people and I do want other people to succeed, be happy. That's why I chose the route of being an entertainer, but I have never claimed to be nice. I have never ever claimed to be nice at all, at least in the past 13 years. I do not claim to be a nice person. I admit all the time that I am a jackass, and a lot of that comes from the fact that I return energy that's given to me. If you say something stupid, I'm gonna point out what you're saying is stupid. If you do something stupid, I'm gonna point out what you're doing is stupid. And this has been a point of contention from a lot of people in the past. I have had several people who were fans of mine who used to love when I told it straight until I told it straight to them, until they said something that was dumb or they said something that was fucked up and I called them out on it. Then all of a sudden they had a problem with my attitude, but I have never claimed to be nice. So this was just a weird sentence. And then finally they say, and this is the part where it's like, this is the part where they're basically advocating harassment. They said, I'll be sure to put this stream on blast in my Discord. Ooh, your Discord. Ooh. Have a good one. Imagine being this rude to someone over a video game. This wasn't me being rude over a video game. You were rude over a video game. You got mad at the way I played a video game, came into my chat to act an ass because you did not like the fact that you got tunneled in the video game. I was being mean to you because you started it. You poked me and then got mad when I poked back. And that's just... honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of used to people acting like this. But yeah, that's precisely what happened throughout this entire thing. And I'm just going to be completely honest. It was just ridiculous. Now, I'm going to show you guys the live reactions to these chat messages. And of course, I will put these chat messages on screen, but I'm going to zoom into my face because the live chat does show up in the video. And I don't want you guys to know who this person is, as I've said before. So enjoy the live reaction to this person's chat messages. And then we will wrap this up with the philosophical breakdown of why this whole interaction happened. Why tunnel you? I didn't. What are you talking about? You didn't even die first. What do you mean? If you're talking about when you got unhooked, it's because you ran into a dead zone and the Kate didn't take aggression from you. Why would I chase the Kate when she's going to a strong loop and you're in a dead zone and injured? That's just not smart gameplay. You were in a dead zone and the Kate was uninjured and at a place where she could get protected. How the game's been? Pretty good. Then chase Kate, you tunneled my duo. Why are you in here crying? Generally, I'm generally asking, like, what does this serve? What purpose does this serve for you? Like, I'm just gonna like stop it all right now. Like, I made the decisions that were the smartest decisions at any given time. Like, what purpose does this serve instead of just GG's and going next? One of those streamers? You mean ones that think that it's kind of stupid to go into another streamer's chat to bitch and moan because you got killed by a killer in a video game? Like, it's just weird, right? Instead of just saying GG's go next, you come in here to be like, why did you tunnel me? You tunneled my duo. Why? Like, just GG's go next. It's fucking weird. It really is. Or whine? You literally did whine. Like, you literally whined when you decided, instead of just moving on or saying GG's, to come in here and start complaining about being tunneled. Like, that you literally are whining right now. Did I go to your chat and be like, why did you guys finish the gen so fast? What was that about? Why did the survivors do gens? Come on, man. Do you hear yourself right now? Do you not understand how weird it is to go and interrupt another streamer's stream to complain because you lost in a video game? And then when you get the answer to your question, it doesn't even satisfy you. You just try to like shift it even further. I literally answered your question and you were like, but then you tunneled my duo. Like, cry about it. Thanks for mocking you. You're welcome. Thanks for being a fucking weirdo. Imagine not just saying GG's and going next. I'll be sure to put this stream on blast in my Discord. Okay, go for it. You literally came in here to bitch at me. What do you mean being this rude to someone over a video game? You literally came in here to bitch at me. What? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm gonna put you on blast in my Discord. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck, dude? So, why did this happen? Why did this person take the time out of their busy stream schedule and their live to come to my chat to complain about me tunneling? It is because they took the tunnel personally. Remember what I said at the beginning of this video? Tunneling is nothing personal. Like 99.9% of the time. Most of the time, if you are tunneled in Dead by Daylight, it is because you are an easier target. I have talked about this in the past, and I will probably end up talking about it again in the future because it is a never-ending discussion when it comes to this game, but tunneling most of the time is actually survivor-induced. Most of the time, it is not the killer actively trying to tunnel. Most of the time, it is because the survivors make a mistake, the survivors play badly, and then the killer takes advantage of those mistakes. And that is often what happens when I tunnel. Very, very rarely do I tunnel intentionally to try to get somebody out of the game as fast as possible. I wouldn't say very rarely. I would say that when that normally happens, it's because I am at a point where I need to get as much pressure as possible, and so I need to get somebody out of the game. And I also want you to recognize that by the end of this game, they were down to one generator. We're in the Blood Moon event, so they were popping gens left and right. Basically, the equivalent of what this person did to me would be me going into their chat and asking why they're finishing the gens so fast. Why did you guys hate me so much that you had to finish the gens that fast? It's a ridiculous question to ask, and when it's put that way, a lot of people seem to understand exactly how ridiculous it is to have been tunneled within the game by the killer and then go after the killer to ask why they've been tunneled. Now, I've been making Dead by Daylight content for almost 2 years at this point. No, a year and a half, right? I started making Dead by Daylight content in 2023. So yeah, October 2023 is when I started making Dead by Daylight content. I've been doing this for almost a year and a half at this point. I have come to accept at this point that part of being a DBD content creator is having salty people come into your chat or come into your comment section and be little whiny bitches because they lost. Earlier this day, when this same like interaction happened earlier in the day, I had killed a person before I ended up killing a Dwight on their team, and they came into my chat mad because they died before the Dwight. I'm not kidding you here. They were literally like, oh my God, dude, why weren't you chasing the Dwight? And I was like, well, the Dwight just outplayed me more than you did. And then they got really mad because I insulted their skill level, because people attach their self-worth to how good they are at this game. But like I said, this person is just like so many other Survivor players in the community. They took this shit too damn personally. They took it way too seriously. They saw me, quote, tunnel. I'm not gonna say quote, I did tunnel, right? They saw me tunnel in a video game and they immediately in their brain, they were like, why does this person hate me? Why does this person not like me? Why is this person coming after me? And those feelings embedded themselves so much into this streamer that they had to take time out of their stream to come to my stream to complain about me tunneling them. And at the end of the day, that's what this was. They complained about me tunneling them because they took being tunneled too personally. And I think, in my opinion at least, I think that this kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? This kind of reaction is just indicative of you taking this game too goddamn seriously. And again, like I said earlier, I understand, right? Being tunneled is frustrating. It can be demoralizing sometimes, especially if you've been dealing with it all day. But at that point, you need to either get off the game or play killer, to be real with you, right? Sometimes it gets irritating, sometimes it gets frustrating, but at the end of the day, you need to understand that it's not personal. I didn't tunnel you because I'm targeting you. I didn't tunnel you because I've got some vendetta against you, and 99.9% of killers are the exact same way. Most people are just playing the game. And if you want to trash talk in the game, trash talk in the game, but you do not need to go out of your way to go to other people's chats and complain because you got tunneled in a video game. It's a ridiculous concept. It's a ridiculous idea. I don't really understand why you would ever do this. I say I don't understand, but I just spent the past X amount of minutes explaining to you why somebody would do this. It's just, stop taking tunneling so personally, stop taking slugging personally, stop taking all this shit so personally, because most of the time it's literally just the killer playing the video game. But you know what? I want to know your thoughts. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think this person was being ridiculous? Do you think I was too harsh? Do you think we're both assholes? That's probably the one you're going to go with. I would just love to hear your thoughts regardless. And as always, a great big special thank you to my channel members listed on screen now. If you want to find out how to become a channel member today, get awesome perks like seeing videos early, merch discount codes, and more, then please click that join button down below. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.